Hello everyone, so I'm back again playing the Raspberry Pi, and at the moment I've got kind of just a refresh really, is I've got the temperature now to update without being refreshed at all, so you can see that dropping quite nicely. I've also put in an element that I can increase a figure which is called a set point, which I'll move it onto that in a minute. And I've also got still the ability to switch this lamp on, and switch it off using the tel stick and some HE103 remote plugs. Now, what I have built in is the ability to now, with the set point set at the moment, if I was to decrease this down, it does send a command back. So I'll take it down to 20 degrees, and the code that I've built, if I do sudo start up. So essentially what I've got is a Python script that constantly runs in the background, and all it's doing is it's just checking what the current temperature is in a file and looking at my set point. And if the set point is lower than my current temperature, then I don't want the heat to come on. However, if it is then the set point is higher than my current temperature, obviously I'm requiring heat, so I want to switch it on. So to do that, if we just come down here, I'll leave this to one side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the temperature up to 26 degrees Celsius. And there we go. So what will happen is this will go through his pole, so you can see it's just started to come through now, and there we have it. So what this will do, and I've got it currently set with the hysteresis of 0 tolerance, so as soon as it hits 26 degrees or above, regardless of whatever kind of small amount it will be, it will switch off. So let's have a wait. So there we go. So there we go. 26.062 degrees, and that's when the event went off. What will happen now is that it will come on because we've gone down to 25.9. So there we go, 25.937. And as you can see, the lamp is coming on at a very quick rate in real terms. Now, if you was to think that if this was your home heating and trying to maintain the temperature in your home, this would be causing your boiler to fire quite a lot, and that's something that you don't want to happen if you were going to be using a system like this for home automation. So what you would then do is you build in a thing called hysteresis, and I'll just show you where that part is. So I'll go sudo nano, I'll expand the code, and it's this part here, and I've put this on my blog post, which I'll put at the bottom of the video. And if we go to this part here, this is where we're saying if the temperature, which is the temperature sensor itself, is greater or equal to the temperature of the sensor, we want it to do something. So if it's greater than, well, obviously we want the difference to be at least half a degree to start with. Half a degree is quite well. If you wish to think about the human body can be sensitive, but we're not as sensitive as a sensor. So by all means you could play around with that variable to at least give you an idea of what is the current temperature really, and then of what it feels like. And the feels like temperature will be totally different to what the temperature is. And by all means, what I would do is I'd play around with this and see on how you go with yourselves. So what we'll do is we'll save that, come back out, we'll run Python script again. So there we go. So as we can see, it's coming on and heating up. But what you will notice this time around is it will cut off sooner, obviously because it's wanting to try and cut off half a degree before. But as what we will notice is that the temperature does tend to rise slightly even when we switched it off. So if you've got a radiator, for example, and you switch your heating on, even though that your heating will switch off, there's still residual heat coming from those radiators, which will be providing warmth and increasing even though the thermostat has closed off. And using this, you can actually monitor for that if you was to be able to see when your heating is switching on and off, and you'll be able to see that kind of thing happening. So as you can see now, the temperature is turning on and off at a slower rate. So, but by all means, take the code, put it onto your Pi, play around, and let me know what you think. Thank you very much.